CBS News Miami.
Good afternoon, and thank you so much for joining us. I'm Jim Berry. Welcome to CBS News Miami's 4 p.m. Quickcast. And we begin with next weather as we take a live look at downtown Miami. We're getting ready for those temperatures to plunge tonight, just in time for the official start of winter tomorrow. Next weather chief meteorologist Ivan Cabrera is here. Ivan's going to feel a little bit like winter.
It is going to feel like winter. 4:20 is the exact time we hit the winter solstice in the morning, and by the time we get into 4 o'clock, we're already well into the 50s. Some of us, I think, will be flirting with the upper 40s. Those will be far and few between, but the chance is there to see that for the first time. Low 70s right now. The humidity is dropping. The cloud cover is diminishing, and we're looking just fine on schedule here for the front to arrive. It is pushing a lot of dry air as well, so we're going to have the kind of sky tomorrow. We're going to have blue skies, very few in the way of clouds, even with this kind of setup here. 63 in Tallahassee, we're 65 in Tampa, and that cold air is just coming right down the turnpike, and it's going to get here at about 10, 11 o'clock. We're already seeing the numbers dropping, and you'll need a jacket already by later this evening. You see the numbers for tonight, 30s up into the Panhandle, 40s if you're traveling up to Central Florida. Thankfully, just about right here, 50s. That's about as chilly as we like to see it. 70s across the Keys right now, and we've managed the lower 80s, although those are pretty much gone now. How temperatures are kind of tumbling here, and you see by 10 o'clock already in the mid 60s, so that's going to feel cool with the dry air that's going to be accompanying that. And look at the numbers for tonight, down into the 50s, and it's 2 nights that we get this cool down here. 54 for Sunday morning, and then we're going to start the climb. When you see that climb, that means we have more moisture in the atmosphere. The humidity is going to start going up, and when you combine those two and the wind off the water, we're going to go from a north-northwest wind dry pattern to an easterly flow for next week, and that's going to introduce a few showers in the forecast. That'll include the holiday day, so we'll watch for that, but coverage is not going to be a big deal. Rip currents on the low side if you're making it a beach day tomorrow. Here we go with the numbers. Weston is one of those spots we're going to watch tonight for the potential of it dipping briefly at around 48, 49. Otherwise, 50, I think, will do it. Most of us in the low to mid 50s, a little bit milder right along the coast there, but the wind is still out of the north and northwest, so we're not going to get that marine influence. So we should stay very chilly. Country Walk, Redland into the lower 50s into the afternoon, and then the milder spot down in the Keys with low 60s, but even there looking pretty good. Let's check in on the forecast for tomorrow. After the 50s, it is going to be a struggle to hit 70 degrees. We'll get there, I think, in the afternoon, but it's going to take all day and all sunshine to do that. And then we'll talk about temperatures once again dipping into the 50s. You'll see that next weather 7-day back into the chill down here for Sunday morning, and then by the afternoon for the game, by the way, that looks fantastic, mid 70s. And there you see increasing rain chances. That'll impact midday on Christmas with a slight shower chance around 20 to 30%. By then, temperatures warming up to near 80.
Ivan, sounds good. Now to some breaking news from Capitol Hill. We are less than 8 hours from a possible government shutdown. It would affect not just federal workers, but everyone who relies on government services in Florida and across the country. TSA workers would still have to work without pay. Same for members of the military. In Washington, though, lawmakers are scrambling to reach a deal so it does not come to that. CBS News Miami's Nydia Cavazos has the very late details.
Republicans are trying to find legislation that can win support from their own ranks and keep the government open.
I expect that we will be proceeding forward. We will not have a government shutdown.
The latest plan is to bring forward the same bill that fell Thursday night, but without the provision to suspend the debt ceiling, something President-elect Donald Trump pushed for.
This is a negotiation that's been going on since early this morning, and I'm sure they've had conversations with the President-elect's transition team to decide how to move forward.
Republicans have left Democrats out of the negotiations, and Democrats say any shutdown will be on Republicans.
Don't come to us and say, you got to vote for our thing or it's your fault. This is not how it works.
Democratic leaders have also been in communication with President Joe Biden. Meanwhile, government workers are being told to prepare for the worst.
Agencies did start notifying their employees of their potential furlough today at noon.
Only essential workers would be allowed to work. That does not include people preparing for Trump's big day.
The planning for a January 20th inauguration that is spectacular will have to be paused.
TSA workers would still be on the job, but without pay, and the agency warns there could be delays at the airport. Nydia Cavazos, CBS News, Capitol Hill.
Well, twins Oren and Alana Alexander were back in court today. The brothers appeared before a federal magistrate in Miami with their lawyers, asking that they remain in custody here instead of being transferred to New York. The pair face federal sex trafficking charges in South Florida, New York, and elsewhere. Their older brother, Tal, has been in federal custody since his arrest last week. The judge set a bond hearing for December 30th. Prosecutors want all three brothers to be transferred to New York. Another man accused in their alleged scheme is expected to get out on bond today. Ojai Fisherman's attorney was in court today trying to sort out the final details of his bond agreement. Fisherman has posted nearly $300,000 in bond money. He also had to surrender his U.S. and Israeli passports. Fisherman surrendered to authorities on Wednesday after being charged with sexual assault in connection with an incident on New Year's Eve back in 2016. Fort Lauderdale police investigating a possible carjacking and kidnapping, and all led to an all-night SWAT standoff. This began last night when officers got a call about a man saying he needed help in Northeast 18th Street. The man was taken to the hospital with non-life-threatening injuries. One person was taken into custody. A Hialeah substitute teacher faced a judge today after he was arrested, accused of committing crimes involving students. Elmer Edgardo Melendez is facing several charges, including child molestation and lewd and lascivious behavior. He was a teacher at Palm Springs Middle School, and according to police, he molested 3 young girls while they were in the classroom. Police say the accusers were afraid to come forward because of his position as an authority figure. The judge ordered him to stay away from the victims. Another hearing will be held this afternoon to determine if he will be denied bond. Miami-Dade County Schools released a statement saying this: the schools is profoundly disturbed by the concerning allegations made against this individual, leading to his arrest. The Miami-Dade Schools Police Department conducted its investigation, and he is precluded from serving as a substitute teacher or in any other capacity in the district. It goes to great lengths to provide a safe school environment for our students and employees. Florida is growing faster than almost any other state. The population topped 23.3 million people this year. That is according to data just released by the U.S. Census Bureau. Florida's increase of more than 450,000 people was second only to Texas. So many smiles and happy tears shed when we surpassed a South Florida family with gifts for everyone. It is part of our Adoptive Family Initiative with Neighbors for Neighbors. CBS Miami Morning anchor Erica Gonzalez was there when we surprised that family in Miami this morning.
The Sharif family is one of several families we're visiting today, and essentially we get to play Santa.
Merry Christmas!
During this stop at the Sharif's home, we dropped off several gifts under the Christmas tree, including this one for 2-year-old Amir. We spoke with his mom, who got emotional as she expressed her gratitude for the special delivery.
So what does this represent for you?
Love. This is love. This is caring. This is a good Christmas.
Now, thankfully, the Sharif family is one of several families feeling all of this love and support this holiday season. The Neighbors for Neighbors Adoptive Family Program has been a huge success. They have helped more than 500 families. Reporting in Miami, Erica Gonzalez, CBS News, Miami.
That's great to see. When we come back, your chance to become a multimillionaire before the holidays. And welcome back to CBS News Miami's 4 p.m. Quickcast. Some Starbucks workers are on strike in Los Angeles, Chicago, and Seattle. And workers in more cities are expected to do the same through Christmas Eve. The workers' union said Starbucks failed to meet its demand for better pay. Many of the stores on strike remained open, though, with management replacing the unionized workers with managers and workers from nearby non-union stores. Well, tomorrow is the first full day of winter, and many of us may find the changing seasons and shorter days affecting our mood. CBS News Miami's Jessica Guay has more on seasonal affective disorder and how to manage your mental health during these months.
The colder, darker months of winter can make people feel gloomy and down.
Sadness, decreased energy, decreased interest in things.
Those are some of the symptoms of seasonal affective disorder, or SAD. It's a subtype of clinical depression that comes and goes in a seasonal pattern. The most common type is winter depression.
It is a real disorder, and people that are affected the most by the changes in light really suffer.
The winter blues are also real. It's just a less severe form of seasonal affective disorder. Allegheny Health Network psychiatrist Dr. Alicia Kaplan says the disorder can really interfere with daily functioning.
They may worry about it a lot in advance, knowing that they're not going to function as well, whether it's at work or their home responsibilities.
Sitting by windows or getting out of the house can brighten your day, but Dr. Kaplan says people with SAD tend to hibernate, which can make symptoms worse. She tells her patients to plan activities ahead of time and make yourself accountable, because it can be hard to rely on motivation when you drop into winter depression.
If someone notices they're not really interested in things or not participating in family and other social interactions or outings,
Dr. Kaplan says that's when it is time to talk to your doctor. Treatments such as light therapy, medication, and psychotherapy can help. Jessica Guay, CBS News, Pittsburgh.
And Dr. Kaplan says people are usually diagnosed when they show symptoms several seasons in a row and have no episodes at other times throughout the year. Well, this would definitely boost your mood. No matter what season it is, you could become a multimillionaire just in time for Christmas. Tonight's Mega Millions jackpot has reached an estimated $825 million. That is the 7th largest jackpot in the game's history, with a cash option of more than $382 million. Either sum sounds good to me. That is CBS News Miami's Quickcast. I'm Jim Barry. Stay tuned for more news right here on CBS Miami starting at 5.